Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. As we continue taking deep breaths in and out, we picture ourselves resting on the ground. It may be a grassy bit of ground or full of rich soil or loam. Perhaps we picture ourselves on tiny pebbles, but take a moment to really be aware of yourself on the ground. As we sit here on the ground, we feel ourselves gradually become heavy, heavier and heavier. We feel those feelings, those sensations of solidity increase until we feel almost immovable. Now we feel almost as though we are sending roots or cords or feelers down into the earth, stretching ourselves down. And through these roots or cords or feelers, we're able to take in some of the strength and the solidity of the earth. And we can send out any negativity or any other energies that are not useful to us at this time. We feel the energy move within us. We feel it as this negative, unwanted, unneeded energy is pushed out through our roots. And into the earth. And we know that while we cannot make use of this heavy negative energy at this time, there are other spiritual beings who can. So we calmly and confidently send out any of our unwanted energy, instead taking in the calming support of the earth. At this time, we also feel cleansed, almost as if a wave of water comes over us, completely clearing out and cleansing all of our energy systems, our auras, are cleansed. Our physical bodies are cleansed. Our inner selves are cleansed. And we allow any buildup, any sort of residue to be washed away again, down into the earth, where it can be transmuted safely. Once our grounding and cleansing is complete, we feel a breeze come by us. It may be a very gentle breeze. It may be a stronger wind, but we feel the air moving against us. We feel it breathing new life, new energy into our beings. We welcome the air, the wind, the positivity it brings with it. We allow it to rush into us. We feel its uplifting and energizing qualities. Now, invigorated by the air, we feel ourselves opening up to the light of the sun, the light of the heavens, the light of spirit, always above us, always available to us, always shining down on us. We feel ourselves opening up to this light, this strength, this warmth, welcoming it and allowing it to fill us up. We take a moment here to become fully open to spirit, fully welcoming to the healing and guidance of spirit. We also allow the light to form a shield, a circle, a bubble around us of beautiful light. Maybe any color you choose, any thickness, any texture. Take a moment to picture this shield of light. And now we are grounded, we are cleansed. We are open and shielded. We begin a journey to our sacred space. In this space, we are near some sort of tree. And we take a moment to lean against the tree in some way. We may sit near it. We may have our back against the trunk, or perhaps we just lean on it. But we take a moment to get comfortable with this tree. We become aware of the tree and its root systems reaching downward into the ground in a way similar to our own energy bodies. But the tree has its physical roots going down into the ground. We picture these roots now and get a feel for whether they spread out a great distance near the surface, or perhaps delve very deeply into the ground. Are there many tiny pieces, many tiny roots, or just one primary large one? We take a moment to really get a feel for the tree's root systems. As we do this, we find ourselves opening up to any beings, any creatures that might be stopping by the tree's root systems. We may find insects burrowing down, animals of some sort, Perhaps we encounter something else entirely, some more amorphous or spiritual being. But we know whatever we encounter, we are safe. And this being has a message for us, a message about our own roots, our own foundation. We take a moment to welcome this message and receive it. Once we feel this message has been received, we give thanks to the tree, to the being, and we move up to the tree's trunk. We take some time to really notice the trunk of this great tree, its size and girth, the color and texture of the bark, whether we can see any marks on the trunk. We also take note of the shape of this tree's trunk, whether it's very straight and tall, or more gnarled, perhaps bent over or twisted in some way. We just take a moment here to be with the trunk of the tree. As we do so, we may become aware of some animal, some insect or bird that is on the tree's trunk. Or perhaps we see only a color or something cloud-like. Perhaps we see a person come up near the tree's trunk. Whoever it is, whatever it is, we take a moment to commune with this being, to see if it offers us any insight. And we welcome this knowledge. Once we feel we have received a message, or even if we have not, we give thanks to this being. We give thanks to the tree. And we bring our awareness up the trunk to the branches. We see how high they reach towards the sky, whether there are just a few reaching tall, perhaps many stretching out, whether they are barren or covered with fruit or flowers or leaves. We take some time to admire the branches of this tree and just take it in. We think about this tree with its beautiful branches reaching towards the light. And we see if any animals, insects, birds, or anything else stops by with an intuitive message for us. Here in the tree's branches, the message may well be about something about our own development, our own path to spirituality. And we welcome this message and the messenger. Again, giving thanks to the beings present and to the tree itself, we find ourselves looking at the tree as a whole and taking in some of its solid energies. We too are able to reach our roots down towards the earth, to be present in our trunks and stay here on the ground, while at the same time we reach up towards the light and take it in, bringing it down to earth. Giving thanks for this ability, we now send some loving energy towards the tree, towards our own inner plane, towards ourself. We send out energies of groundedness, of security, of light and love and happiness. We send this energy out until we feel it washing back into us, until we feel complete and whole. Our journey complete for now. We find ourselves taking deep breaths as we slowly return to our bodies, feeling once more fully centered, fully present, back in our bodies and homes. Welcome back, and thank you.